Hello everyone, welcome back to the Path of the Raven YouTube channel. We are doing this live on YouTube and Twitch every Sunday. We start at 1, we do our reading, and then we go to our study session, where we dive deep into the context of what was read. If you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe on what you want to learn more. It encourages me to dive deep into the sagas to help you guys even further, and subscribe so we can reach more people in the later. Well, I hope you enjoy this, and let's get this started. So when it comes to sagas, what does everyone think? For me, the Voluspa, I don't know why I keep on saying Volsung, but the Voluspa, especially in this translation, you have a lot of hard names that are translated. For one, you got the in the book it's called the Midgard Serpent, which is Midgard Serpent. So Jormungandr, to show you how drastically big this snake is, and they call him a worm in the saga, but in reality, so it's a snake. Because in the saga, he says that he's going to strike at Thor, and I want to say 7 steps he falls due to the venom. So, yeah, Jormungandr, the Midgard Serpent. And in this little picture right here, it shows Midgard, and this is supposed to show Yggdrasil in essence. Okay. And then Yig and Odin came up, and if you're new to Norse paganism, here is what Odin looks like. I can show historically this is what many people think he depicts us as when he's wandering among the realms. He's depicted to have his staff, his white beard, and his wizard hat. That's where Gandalf comes from the Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. And this is Odin's chair, along with his 2 wolves and his 2 ravens. And the camera's back. Okay. And then we got Sleipnir, his mighty steed, that we will go further in depth in the later stories. Now, so this is what, if you played the new God of War, which I am currently playing through, and eventually I will be live streaming it and recording YouTube videos, as there's a lot to unpack in the God of War game. But at first I want to go through and show that well, there we go. This is better. Show what I want to start with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then I got some other games to play where we're gonna go deep dive and explore, research, and it's gonna be really swell and a really enjoyable time. I've already played most of the games, but instead of me playing the games and then looking into it by myself, which I've already done, now I'm gonna essentially document all of this. So now that we covered Odin, this is Thor right here. This is the perfect depiction of Thor in media. Now, I want to do this video, and I'm going to be, this is actually a perfect thumbnail, but I'm going to be researching and doing a video about this. Which Thor depiction is historically accurate, and then which one wins in a fight? Obviously, I'm going to go more in depth in this video, and it's going to be, this is actually a better one. Yeah, I like this one, except for I like that. But anyways, so this is gonna be one of the videos. I like that. Alrighty. Oh, so if you didn't know, this is both depictions of Mjolnir. Okay. And then in the saga is stanza 22. I'm gonna reread it and then we're gonna go into it. Height she was height, where to houses she came, the wise seers and witchcraft plied, spell cast where she could, cast spells on the mind to wicked women, she was welcome ever. Height. And I might be pronouncing it, but this is how it's spelled in the book. Now, you might be thinking, there she goes. This is the stanza that I literally just read. Different translation, but same type of message. So when I'm reading this, and this is the only type, and not the only type. This is the only I want to say, yep. So I just wanted to confirm this before I said anything, but Heidi is another name for the traveling seer and the witch Golvig. So Golvig, she that war remembers the first on earth when Golvig they with lances pierced and in the High One's hall. So the High One's hall is Odin. She were thrice burnt, thrice brought her forth, oft not seldom, yet she still lives. So she was burned 3 times. And 3 times she came back. Now, Golvig. Wikipedia is not the best resource, but because I've used this and I know exactly where it is, there we go. Now, if you're zooming in what that says, or if you're on the phone or anything like that, scholars have variously proposed that Golvig Heider is the same figure as the goddess Freya. Now, if you don't know the goddess Freya, she is a goddess, a Vanir god. This is alternative names. First, this is her in the Prose Edda, different little sagas. But she's the twin sister of the god Freyr, which, if you follow Ostara, he is heavenly, or not heavenly, but heavily worshipped during this time of Ostara. And I started a little late because I'm practicing Ostara with doing this little passion project, not just for I want to do another video where stating Ostara is the Pagan New Year and the depiction of that. So I got 2 videos that I'm going to be looking forward to making. But yeah, that's a little sneak peek in what my future is going to be looking like with the Path of the Raven. So Freya, twin sister to Freyr, teaches Odin the runes, and she's goddess of love, beauty, sex, war. So yeah, what a mighty goddess. Heavy patron to the shield maidens, a lot of different stuff. And that's the beauty of polytheism. I suck at that depiction of the word because I can't really say it. I know what I'm talking about. Polytheistic, which is believing in one or more god, which is essentially pagan. You didn't know. Now you got monotheistic, which is believing in one god, which depicted as what you would call it, Abrahamic faiths, which if you've watched my welcome video, I'm also going to be diving in deep into that after I have a strong foundation of videos, resources that I can point to, quick reference to the Norse pantheon and other pagan faiths. So Voluspa. What's another thing that speaks out to most people? Loki. Okay. Do Loki, Balder. So, alright. Yep. Norse mythology, because I always search this. That's not my favorite depiction, but it's better than the Marvel depiction. Yeah. So, Loki, god of trickery, mischief, and he's the god of that because he's a silver tongue. I like that because it's got the runes in the back. Huh. That'll be interesting. But anyway, he's a silver tongue. He's a trickster with his words. Odin's a very, I like this one. Maybe I have to watch this. But, yeah. All right. Pretty easy. Trickster with his words. Norse mythology. He's known as the Shining God, the most beautiful god, and his mother, Frigg, which in God of War, his mother is Freya, which is not true. His mother is Frigg, and in later sagas of the Poetic Edda, we'll dive more deep into that. But it's another topic I want to cross over is popular media aspects and different artist depictions versus what's real. So I want to give the right information and correct Hollywood's depiction. Now, this is a famous part. Baldur's death by his brother. Now, you might think, who killed Baldur? Yep, Baldur's known as the god Light. Literally everyone loved him, and the only one that didn't. Yep, see his res right here. Sorry, I know I'm going off on a little tangent, even though I'm supposed to be covering Baldur's brother, son of Frigg, not Freya. Odin was the king of the Asgardian gods and god of both war and wisdom, poetry, a bunch of other things. Frigg was the goddess of marriage, fertility, motherhood, the homestead. While Frigg is the wife of Odin, she's not the mother of all his children. For example, Thor was the son of Odin and the giantess Yordor, which is Earth. So that's why Thor's the protector of Earth. Little knowledge about that. But Hoder. Now, who's that? Who is Hoder? You got Baldur. Yep. Odin, Frigg. Okay, who's Hoder? That is Hoder. He is the blind god. And a little sneak peek before we talk about it and later in the story. So, Hoder, which pronounced this or spelled this way. Hoder is the blind god, and in a party where Baldur was, Loki tricked Hoder to challenge Baldur to a challenge. And in that challenge, shooting an apple above his head. I think that's what it was. And he's like, okay, I won't do it, so I'll pick someone else that does. Or someone else that will. And he picked Hoth. Baldur at this time, he was not meant to die by anything. Everything in the world has swore an oath to Frigg and now you oath is bonding to Norse pagans. It is literally the epitome of, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. My word is my bond. It's the only thing we have in this world that binds us to the gods, is our word. That's where my oath ring comes into effect, and my title's a Gothi. That was also sworn. Now, most people don't have their oath ring tattooed on them. I do. I have an oath ring on my altar, but it started breaking, and I didn't want it. My first and only oath ring at the time break. So now it's sitting on my altar, and now I have an oath ring tattooed on me where it translates from Elder Futhark as Hail the Gods. Okay. So anyways, during this time, huge tangent that we just did about oaths and everything, but Oder killed Balder with an arrow with a mistletoe. So now you wonder, well, Frigg went through everywhere and made them swear an oath to her and Balder. Good image. I'm not going to swear an oath to not hurt Balder. Now, Frigg, this one right here, she saw mistletoe, saw how young mistletoe was, minuscule, and didn't even think about it, and she didn't do it. Well, Loki found out and tied mistletoe to the front of the arrow, shot Balder, and he died. That is something God of War did do correctly. Now, Atreus, mistletoe right there. It breaks the spell that Frigg put on her son, and he could feel pain. And then Kratos goes up behind Balder and snaps his neck. It's a really funny picture. Well, anyways, everyone, this is Rob from Path of the Raven. I hope you enjoyed this video of diving a little deep dive into the Voluspa. If you have any questions, feel free to write them down in the comments. I'll be right down there. Like if you enjoy the content, comment what you want to know, or if you have any questions, share and subscribe so we reach more people and show and share the wealth of knowledge. And remember, everyone, let's walk this path together. Thanks for watching.